It's 12:47 a.m. You're lying in bed, scrolling real estate listings, and suddenly you see it. Starter home. Only $499,999. You click. The photos load. Old kitchen. Beige carpets. Basement that looks like it survived 2002 and never moved on. And you just sit there thinking, wait, this is $500,000. Then your brain does that thing. Salary times savings divided by sanity equals confusion. And you start wondering, did I miss something? Did everyone else secretly get rich? Or has the housing market completely lost its mind? Spoiler, it's not you. It's the math. And today on Krish Invest, we're going to do something dangerous. We're going to expose it. My name is Krish. And today we're not asking, back-end index pointing right, can you get approved for a $500,000 house? We're asking, back-end index pointing right, can you actually afford it without ruining your life? Because those are two completely different realities. Let's start with the biggest lie in real estate. If the bank approves you, you can afford it. No, the bank doesn't care if you're stressed. The bank doesn't care if you can't sleep. The bank only cares about one thing. Back-end index pointing right, will you make payments long enough? That's it. In today's market, $500,000 isn't luxury anymore. It's average. You're not getting a mansion. You're getting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 small yard, and 0 financial breathing room. Meanwhile, median income? Around $80,000 to $85,000. So let's say that out loud. Back-end index pointing right people earning $80,000 are expected to buy $500,000 homes. That's 6x income. That's not normal. That's not sustainable. That's math screaming at you. Let's talk about the part nobody likes. The down payment. 20% of $500,000 equals $100,000. Pause. $100,000. Now compare that to reality. Average savings? Back-end index pointing right around $5,000 to $10,000. So you're not a little behind. You're $90,000 behind. And people say, back-end index pointing right, just save. Okay, let's do that. You save $8,000 per year. It takes back-end index pointing right 12 plus years. And that's assuming prices don't rise. Life doesn't happen. You don't get tired, which is unrealistic. So what do people do? They go, back-end index pointing right. I'll just put 5% or 10% down. Sounds smart, right? Wrong. You unlock something called back-end index pointing right PMI, private mortgage insurance. Translation? Back-end index pointing right, you pay extra because you're not rich enough. $200 to $400 per month for insurance. That protects the bank, not you. Let's calculate the actual monthly cost. $500,000 house, 10% down. Loan, $450,000. Interest, 6.5%. Mortgage equals $2, $800. Now, add reality. Property tax, $500. Insurance, $300. Maintenance, $400. PMI, $300. Back-end index pointing right, total equals $4,300 plus per month. And that's on a good month. Now let's flip the equation. To afford $4,300 per month safely, you need income of back-end index pointing right, $150,000 to $180,000 per year. Let that sink in, because only about back-end index pointing right 10 to 20% of people earn that much. Meaning, back-end index pointing right 80% of people cannot afford this house. Not emotionally, not practically, not mathematically. Let me meet a couple. Combined income, $160,000. Sounds great, right? After tax, back-end index pointing right $9, $500/month. Subtract housing. Back-end index pointing right $4,300. Left with back-end index pointing right $5,200. Now life begins. Car payments $800. Insurance $250. Fuel $300. Student loans $600. Health $400. Groceries $800. Utilities $450. Remaining? Back-end index pointing right $1, $500. For everything else. This is where reality hits. This is what house poor feels like. Checking bank balance before buying groceries. Delaying car repairs. Anxiety at night. Saying no to small joys. One emergency? Game over. Actini Brax, $3,000. Medical bill, $1,000. Car issue, $800. Everything goes on credit. Here's the scary part. Back-end index pointing right, the system wants this. Banks approve risky loans. Agents push higher prices. Sellers maximize profit. Nobody gets paid when you say, back-end index pointing right, this doesn't make sense. We've normalized struggle. People say, back-end index pointing right, that's just adulthood. No, that's financial pressure being rebranded. Owning a house shouldn't mean stress, debt fear, no savings, no freedom. Let's be real. A $500,000 house is not a starter home. It's a financial commitment that demands back-end index pointing right stability, back-end index pointing right high income, back-end index pointing right margin. Without that, it becomes a trap. Here's the smarter path. Buy below your limit. Keep emergency savings. Invest regularly. Protect your peace. Because real wealth is freedom, not stress. So next time you see that $500,000 listing, don't ask, can I buy this? Ask, will this improve my life or control it? Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to own a house. The goal is to own your life. This is Krish Invest, where we don't follow hype. We follow math.